So you've taken the ladder out?
Yeah.
And that's all so far, is it?
Yeah.
So the ladder's just stacked by the ports. So you got the ports through the ladder. And then which hose is that?
That's the waste.
Alright, so there's yellow hoses on the ground. Now the one yellow hose that does not have a tap on the end but that comes from around the house is the waste pipe. Yeah, and that's going into the bottom of the 3. Okay, and that doesn't have a tap on the end, that's the waste pipe. The other yellow hose that comes from around the house connects up here to that green hose, and that has a little tap on it which has to be pointing towards the green hose. Right? And that goes in to the pump. Then coming out of the top of the pump is another yellow hose, and that yellow hose connects into the top of the 3 outlets on the van. Okay.
That's the one with a brass fitting on the end.
Oh, and that has a brass fitting. Okay, so the bottom one is a plastic end, no tap. That's the waste pipe. The top one is a brass fitting. That's coming out the top of the pump. And the other one with a plastic end on connects to the little green pipe which goes into the pump. Okay. And you've got to disconnect the red.
So then we connect this yellow hose to this here.
Oh, so where was that?
That's just lying here.
And that's the yellow hose with a grey stripe on
Yeah.
it? Okay, so we connect that up to the blue.
Okay.
And then the other end of the blue connects up to...
Well, you can either connect it up to here if you're putting it into the main tank, or into here if you're just filling in the little tank.
Right, and what about if you want to fill the tank in the porch?
Oh, and then you just unravel that yellow hose and connect it to here.
Oh, what, the yellow hose that's hanging in the window?
Yeah,
So we unreel that
and just
and connect it up to here
to here.
in order to fill the tank in the porch.
Yeah.
When that's full, we just have to look at that visually, do we?
Yeah.
And then when that's full, we come and put it into the
the fill switch on,
So you turn that on.
and that should be screwed right down. And then I normally take this off.
Hang on, what are you taking off?
That one.
And you're just what, disconnecting it?
Yeah, because the auto shut off doesn't seem to work if this is on for some reason. I don't know why. Should do.
And this
that should be in.
tight down.
Yeah.
What is that, clockwise?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's the fill switch
Yeah.
that was put on. Okay.
So I think this.
But you have to turn the water on before you turn the pump on, don't you?
Yes, I'm going to turn the water on now. So I'll just put the battery on charge.
And do you plug both batteries in or just one?
Well, we haven't got another one, have we? Because the other.
Oh, the other one's not working. So there's a plug. It's just that plug that hangs around the side of the van.
Yeah.
And you plug that in and that's charging the battery.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's normally hooked around that bar there. So then you're just going around the house to turn the hose on, are you? Okay. Now you've turned the pump on.
Yeah. So it's pumping the water around.
And you just turn it on at the plug, there's no switch?
No,
okay.
that's it. And when it cuts off like that,
When it cuts off,
and undo this.
unscrew that once the sound of the pump cuts off.
Yeah.
Until when?
Just a little bit. So half a turn, quarter of a turn. You just have to see.
What? How do we tell if we've got
Well,
it
that might know how much waste water you get coming out.
Okay, so unscrew that by between quarter and half a turn and then see what's happening to the water.
Yeah. But you don't want too much coming out. It's really meant to be just a trickle.
Okay.
But, you can turn it down a little bit because that's coming out quite fast.
And so to reduce the flow, do you screw it down harder or loosen it up more?
No, you screw it in.
Screw it in harder. So go back to that
So
tap and
basically
screw
you're
it in a bit
turning it
harder.
off.
So if you want to turn it down, we'll see what happens to the water. Well, that's coming out less now. Okay, so that's much more of a lesser flow. So it was probably only a quarter turn or even a bit less on the letting off the valve.